There's something utterly enchanting about stepping into a space that whispers stories of yesteryear, while embracing the gentle comfort of today. Shabby Chic Decor has long captured hearts with its romantic blend of vintage charm and lived-in elegance. And as we move into 2026, this beloved aesthetic is experiencing a beautiful renaissance. Imagine soft blue hues reminiscent of morning skies, blush pink tones that evoke the first bloom of spring, and creamy whites that wrap every room in warmth, all accented with weathered antiques that carry their own quiet history. This isn't just a design trend. It's an invitation to create a home that feels like a warm embrace, where every chipped paint detail and distressed finish tells a story worth cherishing.
Welcome to Rustic Elegance. Let's embark on a journey through the beauty of rustic decor, celebrating the warmth, simplicity, and natural charm of this timeless design.
Shabby Chic Inspiration 2026. Cozy blue, pink and cream cottage decor with antique soul. In this comprehensive guide, you'll discover everything you need to transform your space into a shabby chic sanctuary that balances vintage soul with contemporary comfort. We'll explore the art of layering cozy cottage colors, incorporating distressed furniture with authentic character, styling with vintage textiles and floral accents, curating antique treasures that anchor your design, and mastering the finishing touches that bring your shabby chic vision to life. Whether you're refreshing a single room or reimagining your entire home, these inspiring ideas will help you create spaces that feel timelessly beautiful, effortlessly elegant, and genuinely yours. A perfect blend of nostalgic charm and modern livability that defines Shabby Chic Inspiration for 2026. One. The palette of timeless comfort, mastering blue, pink, and cream foundations. Soft blue hues that breathe tranquility into every corner. The cornerstone of shabby chic color schemes in 2026 centers on dusty blue tones that bring instant serenity to cottage-style interiors. These aren't your bold navy statements or bright azure accents. Instead, think powdery French blues, faded denim shades, and robin's egg tints that have been softened by imaginary decades of gentle sunlight. When applied to shiplap walls, beadboard cabinets, or vintage armoires, these muted blue cottage colors create an ethereal backdrop that allows your antique furnishings and romantic accessories to truly shine. The beauty of working with these subtle blue tones lies in their versatility. They pair effortlessly with both warm cream accents and cool silvery grays, making them ideal anchor colors for spaces ranging from cozy bedrooms to airy living rooms. Blush pink accents that add romance without overwhelming. Incorporating pink into your shabby chic cottage decor requires a delicate touch and an understanding of undertones that complement rather than clash. The trending pink shades for 2026 lean toward dusty rose, mauve antique blush, and barely their peachy pinks that whisper rather than shout. These romantic cottage hues work beautifully as accent wall colors in bedrooms, as upholstery choices for vintage settees, or as the dominant tone in floral textiles and bedding collections. The key to successfully integrating pink without creating an overly sweet aesthetic lies in balancing it with weathered wood tones, distressed white finishes, and those calming blues we discussed earlier. Cream and ivory layers that unite the shabby chic story. Creamy white cottage decor serves as the essential neutral foundation that allows your entire color story to breathe and connect harmoniously. Unlike stark whites that can feel cold or clinical, the warm ivories, antique whites, and buttercreams popular in shabby chic design for 2026 bring a sense of age and authenticity to new and vintage pieces alike. These versatile neutrals work beautifully on painted furniture, as wall colors throughout open concept spaces, in kitchen cabinetry, and as the base for layered textiles. The magic happens when you embrace variation within the cream family. Don't feel pressured to match everything perfectly. Two, distressed beauty. Selecting and styling vintage-inspired furniture. Finding authentic antique pieces with character and history. The hunt for genuine vintage furniture is perhaps the most rewarding aspect of creating an authentic shabby chic interior, and 2026 sees a renewed appreciation for pieces with documented provenance and original craftsmanship. Estate sales, antique markets, architectural salvage yards, and online marketplaces like Cherish or 1stDibs offer treasure troves of weathered dressers, farmhouse tables, Victorian settees, and cottage-style cabinets that bring instant soul to your space. When evaluating potential pieces, look beyond surface imperfections to assess structural integrity. Solid joinery, dovetail drawers, and quality wood construction indicate furniture worth investing in and restoring. The most desirable shabby chic antiques often feature original hardware, hand-carved details, curved lines that speak to their era, and that indefinable patina that only genuine age can provide. The art of distressing, creating worn beauty on new pieces. Not everyone has access to abundant antique sources or the budget for high-quality vintage furniture, which makes distressing techniques invaluable for achieving authentic shabby chic style with contemporary or budget-friendly pieces. The distressed furniture techniques trending in 2026 focus on subtle, realistic aging rather than heavy-handed artificial weathering that looks obviously manufactured. Start by selecting furniture with interesting lines and good bones. Even inexpensive pieces can be transformed with the right approach. Apply a base coat in a contrasting color. Dark gray or warm brown works beautifully under cream or blue top coats. Then add your visible color layer. Once dry, use fine grit sandpaper to gently remove paint along edges, corners, and areas that would naturally experience wear over decades of use. Drawer pulls, chair arms, table edges, and cabinet door frames. Arranging cottage furniture for flow and farmhouse charm. Once you've gathered your collection of distressed beauties and vintage treasures, thoughtful arrangement transforms individual pieces into cohesive cottage living spaces that function beautifully for modern life. Shabby chic room layouts in 2026 favor cozy conversation areas over formal furniture arrangements, with seating pieces angled toward each other rather than lined up against walls. Create intimate gathering spots by pairing a weathered settee with mismatched vintage chairs around a distressed coffee table, united by a soft area rug in muted florals or faded stripes. In bedrooms, position an antique dresser or vanity near windows to take advantage of natural light, and consider using vintage pieces in unexpected ways: a weathered farm table as a desk, a Victorian washstand as a nightstand, or an antique sideboard as bathroom storage. Three. Textile magic: layering fabrics, florals, and romantic softness. Vintage linen and lace that add instant nostalgia. The textile choices in shabby chic cottage decor are where softness and romance truly bloom, with vintage linens and delicate laces creating layers of texture that invite touch and comfort. Authentic antique textiles, hand-embroidered pillow shams, crocheted tablecloths, monogrammed linen sheets, and lace-edged curtains bring irreplaceable character to cottage interiors and connect us to the craftspeople who created them generations ago. When shopping for vintage textiles, examine items carefully for stable condition. Minor staining or small repairs add authenticity, but fragile fabrics that are deteriorating may not withstand regular use. Incorporate these treasures thoughtfully. Drape a delicate lace runner over a sturdy cotton tablecloth for protection. Frame particularly beautiful but damaged pieces as textile art, or use vintage pillowcases as cushion covers with protective inserts. Floral patterns and cottage prints that celebrate garden beauty. No shabby chic interior is complete without the gentle presence of floral textiles that bring garden freshness indoors and soften hard architectural lines. The floral patterns trending for cottage decor in 2026 range from large-scale vintage cabbage roses to delicate sprig ditzy prints, from faded chintz patterns to romantic watercolor botanicals, all unified by softened, rather than saturated, color palettes. The key to successfully incorporating multiple floral patterns without creating visual chaos lies in maintaining a consistent color story across your textile choices. When all your florals share the same base tones, perhaps cream backgrounds with blue, pink, and green accents, they naturally harmonize even when patterns vary dramatically in scale and style. Creating cozy texture through throws, cushions, and layered bedding. The ultimate expression of shabby chic comfort comes through generous layering of soft textiles that invite you to curl up, relax, and linger in beautifully designed spaces. Building a luxuriously layered bed begins with quality base linens, a cream or white fitted sheet and flat sheet, then adds a lightweight cotton or linen blanket, followed by a vintage quilt or chenille bedspread, topped with a duvet or comforter in a coordinating floral or solid tone, and finished with an abundance of pillows in varied sizes, patterns, and textures. This approach creates visual depth and practical versatility. Layers can be adjusted for temperature while maintaining beauty, and the slightly rumpled result looks intentionally casual rather than unmade. Extend this layering philosophy throughout your home by draping soft throws over every seating piece, creating cushion collections that mix vintage needlepoint, floral linen, and textured solids, and adding unexpected softness through table skirts, fabric-covered boxes, and upholstered storage ottomans. Four, treasures with stories, curating antiques and vintage accessories. Shopping smartly at flea markets, estate sales, and online vintage shops. Building a collection of meaningful antiques and vintage accessories requires patience, knowledge, and strategic shopping approaches that maximize both budget and authentic finds. Flea markets and antique fairs offer the thrill of the hunt and opportunities for negotiation, but success depends on arriving early before dealers and serious collectors claim the best pieces. Develop relationships with vendors who specialize in your preferred aesthetic. They'll often alert you to incoming inventory matching your interests and may offer better pricing to repeat customers. Estate sales provide access to complete household collections, often revealing matching sets or coordinated pieces that can anchor entire rooms. Arrive on the first day for best selection or wait until the final hours for deep discounts on remaining items. Display ideas that showcase collections without clutter. Once you've gathered beautiful vintage treasures, artful display techniques transform individual objects into cohesive collections that enhance rather than overwhelm your shabby chic interiors. The principle of curated abundance, having plenty while maintaining visual calm, guides successful vintage accessory arrangements in cottage-style homes. Group similar items together for impact. A collection of ironstone pitchers on open shelving, vintage bottles in varying blue tones along a windowsill, or antique books stacked on a distressed coffee table create intentional vignettes rather than scattered clutter. Vary heights within groupings using small pedestals, stacked books, or inverted containers as risers, and embrace odd-numbered arrangements which feel more natural than symmetrical pairs. incorporating architectural salvage and repurposed elements. Some of the most distinctive elements in shabby chic cottage interiors come from architectural salvage and creatively repurposed vintage items that bring unexpected character and functionality to modern spaces. Salvage doors transformed into headboards, vintage shutters flanking windows or used as room dividers, reclaimed corbels supporting floating shelves, antique ceiling tin as kitchen backsplashes, weathered barnwood crafted into accent walls. These substantial architectural elements ground your design in authenticity and provide dramatic focal points that new materials simply cannot replicate. When selecting architectural salvage, consider scale carefully. A massive farmhouse door might overwhelm a small bedroom but become the perfect dramatic entrance to a master suite, while delicate vintage porch posts might provide just the right support for a kitchen island or breakfast bar. Functional repurposing breathes new life into vintage treasures. Antique crates become wall-mounted storage, vintage suitcases stack into side tables, weathered ladders lean against walls displaying quilts or serving as towel racks in bathrooms. Five. Finishing flourishes, lighting, plants, and the details that complete your vision. Vintage-style lighting that sets the mood. Lighting choices dramatically influence the success of shabby chic cottage interiors, with the right fixtures providing both practical illumination and essential atmospheric warmth. The trending vintage lighting styles for 2026 include crystal chandeliers with aged finishes, mercury glass pendants that catch and reflect light beautifully, weathered metal lanterns that bring farmhouse authenticity, delicate sconces with fabric shades, and table lamps with ceramic or painted bases in your signature blues, creams, and pinks. Authentic antique lighting requires rewiring for safety but offers irreplaceable character. Alternatively, numerous companies now produce vintage-inspired fixtures that capture period aesthetics while incorporating modern electrical standards. Consider the emotional quality of light each fixture provides. Soft fabric shades diffuse harsh bulbs into gentle ambient glow perfect for bedrooms and reading nooks. Crystal elements create sparkle and romance in dining areas. And exposed Edison bulbs in metal fixtures add industrial meets cottage charm to kitchens and workspaces. bringing life indoors with plants and garden fresh touches. The connection between cottage aesthetics and garden abundance makes plants essential elements in authentic shabby chic interiors, bringing life, texture, and that coveted indoor-outdoor flow to your carefully designed spaces. The most appropriate plants for vintage cottage style include romantic choices like roses displayed in vintage pitchers, cascading ivy draping from weathered pots, herbs gathered in galvanized containers on kitchen windowsills, lavender bundled and hung to dry, and cottage garden favorites like hydrangeas, peonies, and ranunculus arranged in antique vases. Beyond living plants, incorporate dried florals and botanicals throughout your space. Eucalyptus bundles hanging in bathrooms, dried lavender filling vintage bowls, pressed flowers framed as delicate artwork, and wreaths of natural materials adorning doors and walls. Container choices matter significantly. Avoid modern ceramic pots in favor of vintage options like chippy enamelware, aged terracotta with beautiful patina, weathered zinc planters, antique urns, or creative repurposed containers. Personal touches and sentimental elements that make it yours. The final layer of any successful shabby chic cottage interior comprises the deeply personal elements that transform a beautifully designed space into a true home filled with meaning and memory. Display family photographs in mismatched vintage frames, creating gallery walls that celebrate your history. Incorporate inherited pieces that connect you to previous generations regardless of whether they perfectly match your aesthetic. Showcase children's artwork in ornate thrifted frames that elevate their creations. And include travel souvenirs and collected treasures that remind you of meaningful experiences. These personal elements need not overwhelm your carefully curated color palette and style. The key lies in thoughtful integration rather than prominent display. Conclusion. As we've explored throughout this journey into shabby chic inspiration for 2026, creating a cottage sanctuary filled with cozy blues, romantic pinks, warm creams, and soulful antiques is about so much more than following design trends. It's about crafting spaces that honor the past while embracing present comfort. that value authentic beauty over manufactured perfection, and that invite you to slow down and savor the simple pleasures of home. Each weathered surface tells a story. Every carefully chosen textile adds another layer of comfort. And all those lovingly curated vintage treasures create environments that feel both timelessly elegant and genuinely welcoming. This aesthetic celebrates the beauty of imperfection, the charm of age, and the warmth of homes that have been thoughtfully, patiently assembled rather than instantly decorated. Whether you're transforming a single room or reimagining your entire home, the principles of shabby chic design, soft colors, distressed finishes, vintage treasures, abundant textiles, and personal touches provide endless possibilities for creating spaces that nurture your soul and reflect your unique story. The most beautiful spaces are those that show gentle signs of being lived in and loved, where comfort trumps formality, and where every element has been chosen because it brings you joy rather than because it matches a predetermined plan. We'd love to hear about your own shabby chic journey. What vintage treasures have you discovered? Which colors speak to your soul? And how are you bringing cottage charm into your home? Share your thoughts and experiences, and remember that creating your dream space is a journey to be savored, not a destination to be rushed. Here's to homes filled with beauty, comfort, stories, and that indefinable magic that makes a house truly feel like home.